Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to create a document approval workflow with SharePoint and Power Automate. Myself Mohammed Zubair, and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, for this type of work, you need to have Microsoft 365 or Office 365 business or school account because SharePoint is not available in the free version of Office 365 or Microsoft 365. So make sure to have the paid account and then you are good to go. Okay, this is my Microsoft 365. Here we have app section. From here we need to open SharePoint and Power Automate. So here we have SharePoint and here we have Power Automate, and in case if you do not see these two in here, just click on all apps. It will open a page like this for you. From here you can search for anyone. So I'll search for SharePoint. Here you see you can open that in a new tab, and after that let's look for Power Automate. Here it is. So this is how Power Automate looks like, and this is our SharePoint. So in Power Automate we need to create a flow that will create document approval workflow. And in our SharePoint, we'll have the directory, or you can say the folder, in which we'll have our files. So basically, go to the home section of your SharePoint first of all, and from here you need to create a new site. So here it says create site, just click on it. After that, you have two options, create team site or communication site. Make sure to go with team site. Just click on it, give a name to your site. I'll name it as SBT. After that, here we have some other information that we can go for. I'll leave everything as empty and I'll just click on next from here. Now from here you can add any number of members into your site that you are going to create onto your SharePoint. After that, you just need to click on this finish button and your site has been created successfully. I'll not use this site, I'll use the previous one that I have already created into my SharePoint with the name of ABC, and here it is. Okay. So we are done with creating our site. Let's jump into this one. And in here, we have to go into our document section. I'll just open this one. And in our document section, we need to create two folders, one with the name of approved and one with the name of pre-approved. Well, you can go for any names as per your liking. But for my convenience, I'm going with very easy name conventions. Okay. You can do same things in your Microsoft Teams as well. If you do not want to do all of this in your SharePoint, you can do that in your Microsoft Teams. Here I have my Microsoft Teams, and here we just need to create two more teams or two new channels. Okay, again, you can only create two new teams or any number of teams in your Microsoft Teams if you are using Microsoft 365 school or business account. In the free one, you'll not be able to create any team. Okay. You can create two new teams or two new channels with the name of approved and pre-approved, because in pre-approved section we'll upload the files, and after that those files will get approval or rejection, and in case they get approved they will move automatically into our approved folder or into our approved teams on our Microsoft team or SharePoint for the matter. So now we are done with the creation of our folder, or let's say teams. Okay, in case if you want to know how you can create a team, just click on it, and from here click from scratch. You can have option in terms of the availability. Let's go for public, give a name to your team, just click on it, and you are done with creating your first team. You can do so for the second team as well. Okay, I'll go back. So we are done with the SharePoint section. Now it's time to go to our Power Automate, and in here we need to create a flow that will automate the process of approving and rejecting our files. So first of all, here we have a section that says My Flows. Just click on it, and after that here it says New Flow. You just need to click on this one and we'll create a new flow, and from here select the option that says Automated Cloud Flow. Just click on it, and from here you can give a name to your flow, or you can skip it as well. For the moment I'll just skip it, and we have successfully created our new flow. And now it's time to customize this one as per our need. So obviously, as we want to create this one for our SharePoint, so first of all, I look for SharePoint into my flow, and let's see what do we get this time. So here we have SharePoint. I'll just click on this one, and in terms of the triggers, we need to select when a file is created or modified. Trigger means what should happen or what should trigger this particular action So I'll just go for this option because obviously I want this flow to work when a file gets uploaded or gets created into my SharePoint. So I'll just click on this one and we have successfully created our trigger. Now it says site address. It means what is the site that you want to associate with this particular flow. So here if you just click on it, it will load all the sites that you have in your SharePoint on its own. Here you can see I have a site with the name of ABC. I'll just click on it. And in case if you do not see that in here, just click on enter custom value. And after that, go to your SharePoint and click on your site, which is ABC in my case. After that, just copy its URL, go back to your Power Automate and you just need to paste it in here. Here you go. It is working pretty fine. After that, it says library name. It means from your SharePoint, what is the library that you are going to associate with your Power Automate flow? I'll go for documents because obviously I have folders in my documents. Then it is asking for the folders. Just click on this folder icon. And after that, just click on this arrow for share documents. And from here, I'll go for pre-approved because obviously the user who will upload the file will upload it in the pre-approved section. And after that, the file will get approved or rejected. And then that file will move on to approved section on its own. So I'll just click on this pre-approved folder and here you go. So we are done with the trigger. Now we need to create a new step. So I'll just click on it. Okay, now we need to look for an action. I look for approval. Basically, this action will start with the start and wait for an approval. Basically, I'll get an email or the user will get an email who is responsible for approval or rejection of the files that are going to be uploaded into our SharePoint. So for that purpose, I need this particular action. After that, here it is asking about the approval type. Well, there can be only two types of approval. Either it will be approved or it will be rejected. So I'll go for second option in here. And after that, it will ask us for the more information in here. In terms of the title, you can go for anything. In here, I'll write document approval flow. After that, here it is asking about the person who is going to be responsible for rejection or approval of our documents. So here I'll mention the username. So I'll write here Zubair. Here it is. So I'll just click on it. Okay, this Zubair is a member of my Microsoft 365. And if you do not know where you can add your members or users, just go to your Microsoft 365 dashboard and from here go to your admin section. And from here you can add as many members as per your liking. So here you see we have users, team, subscription, and we have some other things. In case if you want to create a new user, just click on this plus button and you'll be able to create a new user. Here you see this is the admin, which is Muhammad Aslam, and here we have user that I have created. Other than that, you also have to make sure that this particular user have the privileges and all the permissions that are needed, because this particular flow needs your user to have the permissions in order it to work. So from here, just click on your username and here it says roles. Click on manage roles and from here assign the permissions that are needed. So I'll just close this one. Now let's get back to our business. Okay, after that, here we have to provide the item link. It means, let's say I'm the reviewer. I have the responsibility to approve or reject the file. But how will I get the file? So for that purpose, we have to attach a file in here. So just click on this field and from here look for link to item. So I'll just search for link. Here it is, link to item. It means this will have the link to the file that will be uploaded into our SharePoint. So here it is. So we are done with this section as well. Now we need to create our conditions. So for that purpose, we need to add a new step. So I'll just click on new step and it will know on its own that now we need to have condition. Here it is. Just click on it. So here we'll have two scenarios. If document gets approved, what will happen? And if it gets rejected, what will happen? So I'll go for outcome because it depends on the outcome whether it is approved or rejected. After that, here I'll write a value. Value can be anything. I'll go for approve. And after that, we are good to go. And now in the if yes section, click on add an action. Now we need to have Microsoft Outlook, because Microsoft Outlook will be the medium through which we'll get emails and we'll get approval and rejection status. So I look for Outlook. Here it is. We have Office 365 Outlook. Just click on it. And after that, down here we have send an email v2. Make sure to select this one. I'll select this one as well. So now before we move ahead with this information, click on this 3-dot option menu and from here click on copy to my clipboard. After that, come here in the no section, click on add an action and click on my clipboard and add the same thing in here. So I'll just click on the first one and it will reload our page and we'll have both of them in here. So now let's add the information that is needed in this section. Okay, now in to section, we have to make sure that our email gets to the right person. Now, question is, who is the right person? Well, obviously it will be the person who has uploaded the document. So for that purpose, just click on add dynamic content and from here click on the option that says modified by email, because obviously this will be the person who has uploaded this particular file. Okay, there is one more thing that I want to show you. If I just open my Outlook, if you remember, we created a new site with the name of SBT into our SharePoint, and here we have the confirmation email on our Outlook that we have successfully joined it. For the moment we are not using it, but I just wanted to show you that we have successfully created that one and we are part of it. Now let's get back. Okay, so make sure to select this particular option that says modified by email. Okay, here we have the subject. This is the same subject that we use in our general emails. So I'll just write here document approved. After that, here it says body. Okay, in terms of the body, we have two options. Either we can go for hard-coded message in here, or we can make our message dynamic. How is it going to make the message dynamic? Well, for that purpose, what it will do, it will take things from the email of Zubair on its own. So what I need from that particular email? First of all, I need the name of the person who is going to approve or reject my document. So obviously I'll go for name. And after that, I also want to have a link to document. So I look for a link to document or a link to item. Here it is. And other than that, I also want to have response approver name. It means I should know that who is the person who have approved or rejected my document. So I'll go for responses approver name. Now we have the dynamic content into the body of our email. Earlier, we were going with our hard-coded message. Okay, after that, click on this add action button. Now what we want to do, we want to move that particular file into our approved folder in case if our file or document gets approved. So for that purpose, look for move, scroll down. Here we have move file. So I'll just click on this one. And now we have to add some more information. Here it says current site address. So again, I'll go for my ABC site. After that, here it says file to move. Okay, each file will have its own identifier. So what we can do, we can just select dynamic content from here and it will take care of everything. So I'll just look for identifier. Here it is. I'll just click on this one. Here it is asking about the destination site address. Let's say you want to move your files that are going to get approved into some other sites onto your SharePoint, but I want it in the same site. So I'll just click on it and again I look for ABC. After that, here it is asking about the destination folder. Just click on this folder icon and after that click on this share documents arrow and here we have approved folder. I'll just click on this one and now in case if the file gets approved, it will move into this particular section. Here it says if another file is already there. It is asking basically that what if we have two files with the same name. Just click on this one and say move with a new name. So what it will do now, it will give a new name on its own to the new file or the previous file and it will keep both of the files in the approved section or folder. So we are done with the if yes section. Now let's go for the if no. Just click on it. Again for 2, we'll go for dynamic content and I'll go for modified by email and in the subject line, I'll write here your file has been rejected. After that, in terms of the body, again we can have our custom values. So in terms of the body, I'll write here you need to upload file again because your file got rejected. After that, we can also have some custom responses in here as well. So for that purpose, I look for responses. If I scroll down, here I have responses comments. I'll just click on it and now we are good to go. So basically what will happen now? Well, the person who is going to upload a file will be notified with this particular message in case if the file gets rejected or in case if the file gets approved, he will be receiving or she will be receiving this particular content. So we are done with the creation of our flow and this was the main thing that we needed to do. So now you just need to just click on this save button, or before that just name your flow anything. I'll name it as my document flow. After that, just click on the save button and it should take around 10 seconds to make sure that everything gets saved. So we are done with saving our flow and now it is telling us that we should test it. So for that purpose, you just need to click on this test button. So here we have two options. Either we can go manually or automatically. But if we are going to use that for the first time or test that for the first time, it will only allow us to go manually. After that, just click on this test button and now go to your SharePoint, open your site and go to the pre-approved folder. So I'll just go to my document section and from here, let's open our pre-approved folder, which is right here. After that, click on this upload button, click on files and go to the directory from where you want to upload a particular file. I'll upload this one and you will see this file will be uploaded into our site onto our SharePoint. And now if I go back to my Power Automate, you see here it says your flow is running and here you see we are done with the first step. Other than that, now it is working on the second one and you will get an email into your Outlook. And in case if you do not get an email into your Outlook, you will get a message into your Microsoft team. So do not worry. And here you can see we also have the progress bar about how much process has been done for this particular section. Here you see here I have a latest request on 9:49 AM. Now if I just click on it, from here I can approve this document or I can reject it. I'll just click on this follow up button. So after you approve the document, you will get the email here as well. So it means we have successfully approved the document. Well, I have done the same thing multiple times. That is why I'm getting this message that says you have already completed this request. In your case, it will not give you this particular information. So now let's get back to our SharePoint and let's see if the file has been moved to our approved folder or not. Well, this is our pre-approved folder and the file is here no more. Let's go back to our approved folder and let's see if the file has been moved to this particular folder or not. So I'll just open this one and here you see our file have been moved successfully into this one. That shows our flow have worked perfectly. Now let's go back to our Power Automate and you can see our flow has run successfully and everything went perfectly. So that shows we have successfully created a workflow that will allow us to approve or reject a particular file with the help of our SharePoint and Power Automate. And that brings me to the end of this particular video. I hope now that you must have enjoyed watching this one. And if that is the case, do leave a like, subscribe and press the bell icon. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Till the next video, take care.